Every day in the kitchen, the eggs tremble with fear, as at any moment a real monster could break in. This monster tosses eggs onto a scorching frying pan and drenches them in oil. They cry out for help, and that's when a true superhero appears. It's a super egg named Toto. Toto attacks the monster, extinguishes the fire, and rescues its fellow eggs, as well as a slice of bacon. Toto forms the League of Egg Rescuers, saving everyone in trouble, including the beauty Bibi, who used to work in a circus. Then, a true miracle happens. Toto transforms into a chick. All right, it didn't happen exactly like that. But grown-up eggs love to embellish stories and scare the little ones with spooky tales. Toto grew up and became a rooster, but now he doesn't have any superpowers. He's just an ordinary farm bird. Toto goes on a date with the local hen, Di, and tries to confess his love to her. Unfortunately, they are interrupted by her father, Don Poncho, a fighting rooster. Don Poncho reminds Toto that tomorrow morning, he must fulfill his duty as an alarm clock. Soon after, our hero listens to a rooster boxing match on the radio and learns that the champion, named Bankivoide, has won. The crowd goes wild. No one has ever been able to defeat this champion. The owner of the champion is thrilled. Thanks to his super strong fighting rooster, he's become incredibly wealthy. Toto sees Bankivoide as his idol and dreams of becoming just like him, or better yet, defeating Bankivoide in the ring. But for now, our rooster has another task, which is to crow and wake up the entire farm. He and Don Poncho climb into a bucket, rise to the roof, and... Yes, it's really very bad. The eggs are frightened and think that Toto is possessed by an evil spirit. All the farm residents are terrified. But he really did wake everyone up. Toto and his friends learn that the owner is planning to sell her farm due to heavy debts. This is very sad news. Don Poncho suggests that they all go to the biggest village. There, he will bet on their farm and fight the champion Bankivoide. Don Poncho hasn't been in the ring for a long time, but they have no other choice. All the animals, birds and eggs are ready to take the risk. Our animals steal a motorcycle from the local postman and set off on their journey. They stop at a gas station to grab some food and continue on their way. A pair of hungry opossums spot their motorcycle, but can't catch up with it. Our characters reach the village and find the fighting arena, as well as an underground betting office. A drunk turkey starts bothering them, but soon some tough egg bodyguards appear. Toto steps onto the stands and watches one of the rooster fights. Both opponents are incredibly strong, but the winner isn't the bigger one. It's the one with superior fighting technique. Soon, our heroes find themselves in the office of the local authority figure, El Padrino. Don Poncho offers to wager on the farm. El Padrino refuses, reminding Don Poncho of how he once abandoned a match in the middle of the fight, leaving him in a tight spot. Toto and Dee go to explore the fighting club. A famous singer, Chiquis, appears on stage. By the way, she's not a chicken, but a peacock. Toto gazes at the star in awe and asks for her autograph after the performance. Chiquis flirts with the protagonist, and jealous Dee immediately charges at her rival. Suddenly, the champion Bankivoide appears. It turns out Chiquis is his beloved. Bankivoide mocks Toto and plucks one of his feathers. Don Poncho steps in to defend Toto, and a fight almost breaks out between the two champion roosters. El Padrino steps in and says that he's willing to accept Don Poncho's wager, but on one condition: Toto must fight in the ring instead of him. At first, our protagonist turns down such a crazy offer, but for the sake of saving the farm, he's willing to take the risk. The owner of Bankivoide receives an invitation to the upcoming fight and eagerly places a new bet. Our animals stop at a small glade in the forest. There, Don Poncho shares his story with everyone. He was once the strongest fighter, and no one could defeat him. But one day, a very peculiar rooster stepped into the ring against him. This opponent was unbelievably fast and defeated Don Poncho. It turns out the rooster was actually a disguised duck. Humiliated, Don Poncho fled the ring and swore off rooster fights forever. Our heroes come across a pond full of ducks. where the legendary boxing duck supposedly resides. The ducks have gathered to enjoy a performance by the local rapper, Snoop Duck. Don Pancho forces Toto to challenge Snoop Duck to a rap battle. Unfortunately, Toto doesn't know how to rap and loses the musical duel. Undeterred, Don Pancho says that Toto isn't a singer, but a fighting rooster, and challenges the ducks to a match. One of the ducks, a karate expert named Jean-Claude Patin, steps forward. He's a true professional. At first, Toto seems to be prevailing in the fight, but Jean-Claude Patin lands a powerful punch, flipping Toto into the air. When Toto lands, he's already unconscious. Later, as Toto regains consciousness, a cheeky and talkative duck egg appears and claims that years ago, Don Pancho's opponent in the ring was its father. Unfortunately, the duck who pretended to be a rooster retired long ago and is now studying the inside of a crocodile's stomach. The duck egg decides to personally train Toto in martial arts. The first task is to believe in himself. It seems our hero is starting to get the hang of it. The exhausting training begins. We see that Toto is lacking in strength, agility, and endurance. Bankyvoid is also preparing for the fight, and it seems that Toto doesn't stand a chance against such an opponent. Despite everything, our brave little rooster doesn't give up and gradually becomes stronger. To win, he must act like a duck, that is, swim and fly. True, flying isn't working out just yet. Toto tries over and over, but can't seem to defy gravity. The next day, Toto starts learning to swim, or rather, to sink. Afterward, he spars with Don Pancho. The fighting rooster demonstrates his signature move. He crows loudly and lands a crushing blow on Toto. It's a knockout. The training continues, including stretching, swimming, and flying. Gradually, Toto starts improving in every aspect. Meanwhile, the farm's owner receives a notice about the upcoming cockfight. She's surprised, but assumes she must have forgotten about it due to her poor memory in her old age. Toto's next training session takes place in the Rocky Mountains. The ducks teach him how to dodge his opponent's attacks both on the ground and in the air. Their fight catches the attention of a vulture sent by Cheekies to spy on Toto. The cunning peahen instructs the vulture to steal a few hens from Toto's farm to demoralize him before the match. The night before the fight with Bankyvoid arrives. Toto must discover his signature move to defeat his opponent. Dee kisses him and wishes him good luck. Toto has a terrifying nightmare where the fearsome Bankyvoid knocks him out. Waking up, he loses all his courage and runs away. That's why the farm owner takes Don Pancho to the fight instead. Granny speeds toward the ring on a cool motorcycle, narrowly avoiding running over a pair of opossums. The eggs try to encourage Toto and restore his self-confidence. Meanwhile, a flock of predatory vultures arrives at the farm and captures several hens. The bravest egg compels Toto to take flight. He takes down one of the vultures, saving his mother, and then rescues the other hens as well. Ducks come to his aid, engaging in a fierce aerial battle with the vultures. Alongside Toto, they lure the predators into the Rocky Mountains and navigate through a narrow crevice that the vultures cannot pass. With his confidence renewed, Toto rushes to his match. The arena fills with spectators. The first cockfights begin, serving only as a warm-up before the main event. Don Pancho trains rigorously, but suddenly, Toto appears in the locker room and takes his place for the fight. He bravely steps into the ring to face the enormous Bankyvoid. The match begins poorly for Toto. He falls to the mat after the very first hit. Struggling to his feet, he changes tactics and tries to evade his opponent, but ends up taking another blow. After that, Toto remembers everything he's been taught and begins to skillfully dodge Bankyvoid's attacks and even manages to strike back. For 11 rounds, Toto displays impressive combat skills, landing numerous solid hits and heroically staying on his feet despite his opponent's relentless attacks. Bankyvoid unleashes his signature move, but Toto takes to the air, dodging his opponent's punches and slipping out from under his claws. In the 12th round, with Bankyvoid now visibly exhausted, Toto attempts his own signature move. Unfortunately, it's not enough to knock the massive rooster out. Time is running out. Bankyvoid's score is higher than that of Toto. Toto's friends cheer and try to encourage him. Thanks to them, in the final seconds of the fight, he crows perfectly and knocks Bankyvoid out. This is a win! The crowd erupts with joy. Toto is ecstatic. His dream has come true. He hugs Don Pancho and kisses his beloved Die. Even Bankyvoid accepts his defeat and congratulates Toto on his win. Bankyvoid's owner storms into the ring armed, but he is knocked out by Toto's owner. The man is arrested for hooliganism. El Padrino wins the bet placed on Toto. Now it is fabulously wealthy. Bibi appears, bringing Chiquis and a gang of vultures with her. Bibi reveals that the spiteful peahen had tried to ensure Toto would lose. Bankyvoid is deeply upset by his beloved's actions and demands that she be expelled from the fighting club. Returning to the farm, our animals throw a big party to celebrate Toto's win. Absolutely everyone dances and sings. Now, they won't have to sell the farm, and they won't become homeless.